Welcome inside the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. Evan Massoud and Kelly Bullier with you on Fred TV as the Durfee boys volleyball team wraps up the regular season, and they have a tall task on their hands. They square off against undefeated Taunton. Taunton comes in at 15-0, Kelly. They're the only undefeated team in the state. But as I said to Brendan Kelly, to quote Kurt Schilling, why not us?
Right, exactly. Wow, Taunton is playing well this year. They are doing a very, very good job. They have some really big hitters, some great height, and they've come a long way. They're doing awesome.
Yeah, look at their roster here, and I see 6'5", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, right?
Yes, the height game is there. They got quite a few seniors. I talked to Coach Chaperone before the game, and he said the senior leadership is really what's propelled the team. He said they lost in the first round of the playoffs last year after a pretty good year, and he thinks that really has propelled them to the 15-0 start.
Right.
They play 18. We play 20.
Yes.
They play 18, and they're going to strike first. And they're in the Hockomock, which we know that league's no pushover anyway. So to be doing that well in a league that big, that tough, Taunton's for real this year, for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But let's not cut Durfee short either here. So the Hilltoppers having, I'd say, their best season since I started doing this in the spring of 2012.
Yeah.
Nice dig there from Joe Camara to get Durfee on the board. But Durfee at 12-7 coming in, they can improve to 13-7. That would be huge to really try to put a stamp on trying to get a home match for the playoffs.
That would be great.
Tournament seedings, we just found out, come out next Tuesday, the 29th. So based on previous, we would expect a game probably on Thursday. Doubt that they'd play the next day on Wednesday, but hey, you never know. So we'll wait and see what happens. But the big story, while it is senior night, and there are 5 seniors here on the varsity squad, which we'll mention in a moment, the big story is Cam Branco, number 7. He's playing in the back line right now. He is only 18 assists away from 1,000.
Right.
Only 2 other Hilltoppers have ever done it, and that was Jeff Dodonna, the first one, and Joe Haneen a couple years ago did it as well.
Yeah.
And the last time we did this against New Bedford, the last broadcast, Cam he was in the 700s.
Right.
I don't think any of us really thought he was going to get there that quickly. I know Brendan didn't. He figured it'd be nice. He said, it'd be great if he did. But, only 2 years varsity. I don't know if he'll get it. 18 away.
That's awesome. They've had some really big games. He's put the ball where his hitters need it, and they've definitely, done their job as well and found the court and got those kills too. So they're helping him out
There's a kill there from Taunton that looked to be the 6'4" Alex Tavares, who's a junior, the middle hitter there. So put that one away with authority. I would say you look to once Cam, now he's in that front line here, and he's got Danny Keys up front, and Danny's been outstanding this year too, his junior year. So this could be a spot here. Could be our first assist. We'll see what happens. Little less clear cut than, say, basketball when like Shaylin Guerrero got her 1,000. We know, oh, good. Just put it in. There's 2 more off the board. You gotta watch. Make sure you got the assist. Make sure the point's good. So we're gonna do our best to count this down.
Yeah, we'll try to.
We'll do our best, and I think from what I was told, we will stop play if it happens.
Yeah.
But he's averaging. I know that the New Bedford set, or match that they played. I think he had like 25 or so in just the 3 sets. So it can be done. 18 is not, out of the question here.
No, not at all.
That one rolls off of Wilson St. Pierre's hands. Basically, almost an all-senior squad. So let's run them down right now, who's out there right now. But James Rebello is a senior, number 2. Cam Branco, of course, number 7. Joe Camara, he's out there right now, number 14. You just saw Wilson St. Pierre. He's been starting, getting some playing time. He's a senior. And not with the team today, number 9, Philippe Souza. He's also a senior. So 5 seniors here on this team, and a bunch of youngsters as well. Joe trying to get that over the net, cannot. And Taunton makes it a 1-point game there now, 5-4 the score. That was a good swing, though, from Joe.
It was.
Just needed maybe an inch higher, would have skimmed that net. Nice serve played by Keys. It's going back and out of play, and we're tied up at 5 aside. But, yeah, let's talk about Durfee for a minute. Big 3 champs. It's already solidified, and they made it. They made it no fluke by beating New Bedford. They did not lose a set.
Nope.
12 sets, 12 wins, a 4-0 record in the league. That's just absolutely outstanding.
Right, that's a huge accomplishment, and to go from tying last year and but then taking every single match this year is that's great. I don't know if that's ever been
I don't think
done to completely sweep like that. I'm not sure if that's been done before.
Well, we know it's never been done by us because Durfee has never won it outright until this year. So we know for sure that, at least from the Hilltoppers side, it's never happened. I know there were plenty of seasons where Brockton just kind of manhandled us.
Yep.
And so for me, that's the most impressive one. We kind of knew New Bedford was in a bit of a rebuild, if you will.
Right.
But for Brockton to take them twice and sweep them, very impressive.
Right.
Hilltoppers lost to Taunton the first time they played at Taunton, and they lost 3-1.
Yes.
So they lost in 4 sets. But that was quite a while ago, and again, a different team. As the season goes on, the team changes, things change. Oh, that was vicious.
That was a great swing.
Wow.
Getting on top of the ball, it's a little tough. Sometimes it's even quicker than you can really see it.
I believe that was Lenz Esquill, one of the seniors for Coach Chaperone, number 3. And he gets the ball back for Taunton. They're down 8-6. Durfee ahead right now in the early goings of set number 1. Branco with the set, not a great set. Kind of went backwards. I think DiCavallo kind of misread it a little bit. That's going to fall in front of John Karam, and a 1-point game again. Finally got outside for some softball and baseball in between the last volleyball.
Good.
And got to see 2 New Bedford games. A loss for softball. Unfortunately, it was a pretty close game.
Nice.
Pretty close game until the 7th inning. And then for baseball, Durfee did win that game. It was a very close game, a great ball game, well pitched from Tommy Lambert. It was a good game. So
I haven't been able to get to any softball or baseball games yet this season.
That's going to fall in. And we're tied 8-8.
Oh, that was a nice rally back and forth, yeah.
On the serve, we have Colin Hunter. Nice little floater there, and nobody could do anything with that. Almost a collision there. And we'll chalk that up as an ace for Hunter, who is a junior. He's got so many tall teammates, 6'2". He doesn't look that tall.
From here, no, he doesn't.
I know. Cam with the set. Camara.
Oh,
what a job by
Taunton
Taunton to keep it going. That's out of play.
Nice.
But so far here, through 18 points combined, no assists yet for Branco. So
they're going to make this tough for him today.
Yeah, the Cam countdown is on. We're still at 18. We need 18 assists for 1,000. We're at 982.
That's a great accomplishment for Cam, with really only setting at the varsity level for the past 2 years. I mean,
it really is impressive.
That's very, very impressive.
That's going back, but kept in by Lance Law. I like that name. Branco with the set, going to Nera. Nera going with a little floater there. Coming back the other way, dug out by Joe, kept in, and out of play it goes. Well, Joe did his darndest there, but almost like it rolled off the knuckles the wrong way, because he was down there.
His hand there.
I know. Sometimes nothing you can do. A for effort for sure.
Yeah, sometimes you think that, the hitter's up in the air, it looks like they're really going to take a swing and you're prepared for a big hit, and then they get that softer hit at you, and there we go.
There's number 1. So we're 17 away. So first assist of this match for Cam Branco. He's at 983. And he's got some good battery mates up front now. 2 of the tallest on the team, Nera and Keys up front here. Joe going to send it back. Kept in. That might have been going long, but electing to keep it in was Hunter. There's a set to Keys.
Nice.
Still in. Hunter going to send it back. Gives Cam another chance. That's going too far, and that was floated over the net. Taunton took advantage. Malik Charles with the kill. And Taunton gets it back.
I think the whole Durfee team is rooting for Cam with this, and they want to help him out. And getting him the passes, I think, is going to be a challenge, for them, because they got to get that ball to their setter so that he can get the ball to their hitters. And it's a full-on team effort. And when basketball, you were saying that 1,000-point, you're doing that. And in volleyball, it's everybody's got to kind of pitch in and help out with that in order to get that. Oh, there we go,
hey,
number 2.
There's number 2. Durfee got the call there. That was borderline. I can't even see
from
that line,
side,
honestly,
right.
from here. So the camera's a little taller. Hopefully the perspective was a little better for the viewers. We're a little lower than the camera. But Branko going to serve now, so he's going to play in the back. And Taunton gets the point, though. 13-11 now. But again, we'll call it the Cam countdown. 2 assists here. So now 16 away, has 984. Hilltoppers get it back as we trade possessions here. Playing varsity first. Usually JV plays first, but this game had to be moved a day. We had to wait a day to play. Joe with the kill, the assist to Cam. 15 away. Much like, unfortunately, much like what went on here with Durfee a few months back with some possible threats. Taunton had the same thing happen at the beginning of this week, sadly, and they elected to close the school on Tuesday so that they could investigate further. I guess a note was left, and it's just one of these things that it's not good, but it's almost like it's the world we live in now. It's actually getting
scary.
Rather ridiculous that these things are happening way more frequently. And luckily, nothing bad happened. It was only a threat, but even then, it's not to be taken lightly.
Right.
It's childish and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
We all want to be in a school. The schools are one of the most public places that are occupied on a daily basis, more than most workforces, because there's so many people in schools, particularly in high schools. Taunton's a huge school. So is Durfee. And. Comes on the heels of another tragedy that happened down in Santa Fe. And, I credit Taunton just like I do our officials here in the city when we had issues. I mean, they got to do what's safe, and Taunton elected to close the school. For Durfee, I remember it was kind of made optional for the kids. It wouldn't count against them per se. So, I think everybody gets it, and it's just we're in a world of heightened security. Unfortunately. So Taunton had the day off on Tuesday, which means no game.
Right.
No school, no game, so
now
that's why we're here today.
Yeah, now they play 3 in a row this week.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Yep. So, again, this is their 16th game, and they play 18, so they got to wrap it up before the weekend.
Yeah.
So a busy end of the year.
Time.
For sure. Very good first set here. 16-15. Taunton is ahead. Danny Keys will serve. Branko playing the back line here right now, so he's not up front at the moment. Keys going to play that one. Cam can get an assist here if Joe puts it away.
Ooh.
That's coming back, and it is in play. And a little mismatch there. Nelson DiCavallo couldn't handle that one. Nelson, just a sophomore, playing up front right now.
He's really picked up the game, tried out last year, and kind of recruited him during phys ed class.
Yeah.
And kind of made him come out, and he really enjoyed it and caught on real quick. So that's been nice. It'll be great to see what he can do in the next few years.
It's happened a lot for our sports It seems, and it seems like for volleyball more than anything, it's like, you know, all right, it's the spring season, getting towards the end of the school year, and why not try something new? I've heard that a number of times from Brendan with the boys' teams, and I think it's great. I mean, it's you know, it's a fun game.
If they're not playing baseball, then and they're basketball players, that's what he's really kind of recruiting them from, and it's kind of easy to get them when they play basketball too. They get just a lot of the same fundamentals, like the blocking if you're going up for a rebound and things like that.
Yep.
So,
and of course, the height from a basketball player is always important too.
Yeah,
you need that.
That's the best part.
Brendan calls timeout for Durfee as Taunton's extended the lead a little bit here, 19-15. A 4-point advantage is the largest so far. Don't want it to get too out of hand.
Right. They've kept it close, which is good.
They have, and one of the things that was, I think, most impressive about when we faced Brockton was twice we were down.
Right.
And came back, and I remember saying, like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we have a match point.
Yeah.
And so Durfee's done well coming from behind in matches, which is good. I mean, you never want to play from behind, but it's good that at the end of a match, you're giving a team fits when they're trying to close it out. Or at the end of a set even. So that's a very important thing because it shows you're not just mailing it in.
Yeah. I was walking into school with Coach Kelly the other day after their New Bedford High game at New Bedford High last week, and he was telling me that they were down 21-11 maybe, and then came back and won.
Holy cow.
And I'm like, wait, what? I couldn't believe it. Those were some close games, and they were trailing by a lot and came back and won. So.
See, I didn't know the line. I knew that I saw the scores for each set, and yes, they were close, but I didn't realize that that's what transpired.
Yeah,
so that's outstanding.
Right.
Cam with the set, and unfortunately can't get it over St. Pierre. Not enough height there, and it is a 5-point lead for the Tigers. I mean, this is one of those matches given. You know, I know Durfee's played fantastic this year, but you look at what Taunton's been able to do.
Right.
You know, that one falls inbounds as well. If Taunton wins this match, it's not the end of the world. And in fact, I think it actually does Durfee more good than bad to be playing a team like this on the last game of the year because it's very possible that they could see them in the playoffs. Like, sooner than later. So I think it's going to be a good test to see what you got as Taunton's piling it on here now at the end of this first set. But I think it's really good to see how you match up against what is right now the #1 team in the state.
Yep. Taunton's serving very well here. They went with a couple short serves, went a long serve, kind of throwing Durfee off a little bit on the serve receive.
That's out of play. Durfee gets the point. So now, this is where, for scoring purposes, does that count as an assist, or is that an out of bounds on the return on the, on the defense?
That wouldn't be
so that's not an assist because Joe didn't earn the point.
Right.
They gave it to us by the block out of bounds.
Right.
Okay. So good. So we clarify that. That's what I thought, but clarifying for my own peace of mind and for the viewers. Another strong kill for Taunton. And we're going to see number 10. That's Colin Hunter serving again. His second chance to serve. Joe didn't get a good look. That goes down. So that's an assist.
Yep.
Kind of an unconventional assist. Branko's fourth of the set. And he's at 986.
I'm not sure if we have, if Branko has 4 or 5. I think we may have missed one early on. I was trying to, kind of look over at Coach Policino there doing some stats on the sideline, giving him little hand signals, and I thought he said 4, but
all right, we'll wait and see.
That would make it 5. So we'll see. We're close, though.
Yeah.
Nice
block in front, but it's kept in play, and then it falls. Little miscommunication there from Taunton, but that's still a great block for Durfee. Yeah, maybe we'll get some clarification here between sets as to where Cam is at officially. But 23-18 now. Joe on the serve. Coming back, Keys, nice job kind of redirecting and a setup to Cavallo, and it's blocked in front by Malik Charles and Ricardo DeFonseca. And now Taunton with a set point. Nera plays it to Branco, coming back to Joe from the back line, and that falls just out of play. And that's going to take care of set number 1. 25-18, Taunton takes it. And they lead in the match 1-0 here in the best of 5 match this afternoon. So 25-18, the score from set number 1. Taunton really kind of, again, pulled away at the end there, really closing it out strong. Again, by our count, Cam Branco with 4 assists, but I'm going to find out where he's at. So we'll take a quick pause. Stay with us for set number 2. Okay, set number 2 about to begin here at the field house. Taunton up 1-0. So Durfee trailing here in the best of 5 match. Evan Massoud and Kelly Bullier with you on Fred TV as the Hilltoppers with their regular season finale here before the tournament. And we did check, and Cam actually has 6 assists on the Cam countdown for 1,000 assists. So he's at 988, 12 more to go. And we were just talking off the air, trying to get some, I guess, the interpretation of an assist and kind of what we're seeing versus maybe what the coaches are seeing on the sideline, because they're a little closer than we are. And there were a couple that, in our eyes, maybe we wouldn't have counted as an assist, but I think they are being counted officially as an assist. So, again, in rule interpretation, everybody, it's different, you know, because we talked about one of them being a block.
Correct.
Joe went up, swung. It was blocked by Taunton, but then it went out of play. And I think Cam did get the assist on that one. our understanding, or at least mine was, right, was that if we didn't earn the point, it wasn't an assist, but it may be scored differently. So we're going with it, Cam, with more than we thought, and that's no problem at all. No problem at all. We're thrilled.
Oh, we had someone in the net there.
I think so.
From the Durfee side.
So Taunton up to the 2-0 lead. They got to serve as well to begin the second set. Malik Charles will keep it going. Oh.
Ooh. Taunton's really working that serve today. They're doing
sure
a great
are.
job with that.
Thomas Michael had to kind of flatline there to try to dig it out and gave his best effort, but just couldn't get under it. The ball died. Cam with the set. Keys trying to put it down, but he cannot look out on this near side. Thomas Michael in a good spot. Cam goes sliding down and can't keep it going. A tumbling
Good hustle
attempt,
there.
really. And a great job by Taunton again up front. They've really they're showing why they're the #1 team. They are looking tough. They seem to be getting into a groove here. Again, the first time Durfee played Taunton was on the road, and it was a 3-1 loss. Taunton with the 1-0 advantage here. Branko to Keys. It's going to come back to Durfee's side, and no dice. A 5-0 start to the second set for the Tigers.
Ooh.
And that one doesn't get over either. So Malik Charles will just keep serving away here from the right side. Good placement, but that one just a little too far to the left. I like the idea. Again, like you said, they seem to be working, you know, long serve, short serves,
really
serves left and right. They're doing a great job, but that one gave one back, went out of play. So we'll see James Rebello serve now for Durfee. Nice set and attempted a finish there from Law. Joe puts it over.
That's number 7.
Number 7. Cam from the back line, setting up Joe up front. 9:89. Out of play.
Here we go. Now Durfee can get their turn at working that serve a little bit. And I always tell my girls, if I don't know if it sounds kind of mean, but if someone kind of screws up the pass, go at them again. And volleyball is definitely a mental game, and you're thinking about that, you know, that last serve receive and that serving to you, and serve that kid again and make them, you know, make them pass again. Kind of just get in their head a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, it's just, you know, it's the same thing for, say, a pitcher in baseball. You know, when he knows he's got some batter's number and guy can't hit the breaking ball, for example.
Yeah.
You're going to keep throwing him breaking balls. You're not going to throw him fastballs so he can sit on it. You're going to throw him off speed stuff. So, absolutely, it totally makes sense.
Right. And we're right back in this with James
I know.
back
How
down
about
the
that?
line. That's pretty good.
6-0 run to start for Taunton. Now a 5-0 run for the Hilltoppers. It's a 1-point set. That is
off the block.
a 7th point with a little extra, though, from Lance Law.
I think that might have went off of Danny Keys' head there.
I think so. We'll see Mark D'Souza now, number 8, serving for Taunton. Oh, and that one a little short. Didn't sound good either. Almost like he slapped. He didn't get a good pop off the heel of the hand there. So 7-6, and Keys will serve. Hunter blocked, coming down.
Nice.
Durfee with the point. We're tied 7-7.
Good. Keep it tight. I like these close games.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, runaways can be fun occasionally when you're on the right side of it, but, I mean, it does get boring. Back and forth, you know, have it come down to the wire is always great. It's the set coming to Hunter again. Branko to St. Pierre. Pancakes it there, but must have hit the ground.
That was a close one.
Serving now, Gage Kingman, the libero jersey for Taunton. That's coming right back to Durfee's side. They'll send it back to Taunton. And that'll fall in. Nice job by Lenz Esquill. And that's going out of play.
Durfee's struggling a little bit with their passing today in that serve receive. They're kind of moving Cameron off the net, and so he's setting, on that 10-foot line or that attack line that we call it there, the blue line on the court. So then it's a little bit tougher for him to get to the ball, to get his to get his hitters the ball.
Oh boy!
But if we can get that ball to him closer to the net, I think we'll be much better.
No, I would agree, and that might come down to how Taunton has been serving as well,
right.
Because you got to kind of take what's given to you. That one closer to the net, but blocked right in front, kicked, and still alive, and it's going to fall down. So Taunton pulling away again, and a timeout for Durfee. So 12-7 the score here in set number 2. It was 7-7. Taunton pulling away with another 5-0 run.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Kelly talking to the troops. Kind of what we expect, I think, like I said, from this match, knowing how good Taunton's been. But, I like the fact that, Durfee, they came right back after being down that 6-0 hole here. And quite honestly, they looked good doing it, too. It wasn't like cheap points.
Mm-hmm.
And so, very much still in it. It's only been one set. And, again, they dropped that first one. But, you take the second set here, and basically now it's a best of 3.
Right.
So, just got to kind of climb back in it again. You don't want to give points away. And to your point about some of the passing and stuff, there's been some unforced errors on Durfee's part, which a little sloppier than what we've seen, at least in the games we've broadcasted. Not the norm. Kind of giving Taunton some extra chances, And that's a great kill for Esquill. He's looked good in this one so far. Kingman on the serve again. Keys plays it. Set by Branco. Blocked up front by Esquill. Denied at the net. And it is 14-7.
Tough with that big block up there, trying to hit around that.
Nice dig from DeFonseca to keep it going. Joe trying to drop it in no man's land, cannot. They'll send it over on the third. Branco will set up Joe again. Blocked in front again. But Durfee's going to get the point. I guess it went out of play, So based on what we're seeing, I would assume that's an assist for Cam.
Right, if they're counting
so that should be number 8 if we're counting that. So 14-8, and John Karam will serve. Oh, kind of teetering on the top of the net there. Dug out by Karam, nicely done. Coming back. No one really getting a good set in this rally. Let's see if we get one here. That is in.
Yes.
Number 9 for Branco.
Just nabbing the line on that one. That was close.
Yeah. So 14-9. Halfway there. Came in needing 18. 9 in the books. 9 to go for 1,000. John Karam. That drops in.
We're going to be on our toes and ready to move for those. It's tough. As a defender, you really have to read your hitter. You have to be able to see your hitter, see as they're going up for that attack if their hand is already in the air, or if they're really kind of cocking their arm back so they can get a swing, and kind of pick that up and read it pretty quickly to move your feet and anticipate that.
Nice serve there from Lance Law. And that drops in.
Oh, nope, I think he called that out. That was a close one.
It was very close. I actually thought it was in, but Taunton gets the point. 16-9. Yeah, that's a powerful serve. Coming down from the rafters. Nobody was expecting it. They weren't ready for it. What comes up, or what goes up must come down. Saw a similar thing happen, actually, last night with the Sox game. Whenever they go down to Tampa to play the Rays, there's 2 catwalks. And there's an inner one and there's an outer one. So the inner one, if you hit it in fair territory, there's actual foul poles.
Oh, really?
Up top in the rafters, because it's where the lights are. The lights actually kind of hover around Tropicana Field. And if you hit the inner one and it drops back down in fair territory, it's in play. You have to catch it. If you hit the outer one, then it's a home run because it would have gone out anyway.
Right.
And that actually happened last night. One of the Sox players hit the catwalk, and the Rays player could not redirect himself because it just, it was like a pinball machine.
It's ricocheting off everything.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So kind of the same instance there. Got to be ready. Cam with the set. Nera going for it.
Oh.
Waiting for a call. I don't know what happened there.
The net, but I don't know. Oh, he called that it hit the antenna. So that would be out of bounds. But
evidently, not a very. No, it didn't look that way.
No.
Nillen reared up. He got blocked, and it came back to him. And when it came back to him, it wasn't anywhere near the antenna.
I think they were saying that when he actually hit the ball, that it may have hit the antenna.
I don't know. Joe trying to keep it in, and Keys can't chase it down. 20-10. Taunton really pulling away here. Hunter on the serve there. Branco trying to set up DiCavallo. Blocked and sent to the back court. Nobody home for Durfee.
Nope.
And an 11-point lead here in set number 2 for Taunton. Durfee can't seem to buy a point. This front line for got to get the rotation moving a little bit here so you get these guys out of the front.
Oh, there we go.
That's a point and an assist. That's 10 for Cam. 8 to go. If he does this, he's going to just do it. Unless Durfee
right, I know.
Seriously, it's like kind of a nail-biting situation here because Taunton ends this second set quickly. Could be in a situation here. Thomas Michael with a nice long serve. Oh, that wasn't Thomas.
Nope,
My bad. That was Nate Kuchar.
Yes.
And Taunton got the point out of that exchange, though. So 22-11. And we're going to see Esquivel serve. Joe will play it. Branco with the set to Keys. And that's in.
Nice. That's a great one. Sometimes they make it look so easy, right?
I know, right? It's always easy when there's nobody there.
Right. Make a good pass, get that set, and then someone's swinging and it's hitting the floor. It's so simple.
So Branco serving, though, now. So if he sets, it's going to be from the back court. But he's got 11 for the set. 9:93 by our count. Again, when this set is done, we will confirm if we have it right.
Right, yeah.
We'll confirm with Coach Policino, who's on the Hilltopper sidelines, as that one from Malik Charles gives the Tigers a 23rd point. That's going to trickle over the net. Branco wants to set, gets it to Keys. Keys going to float it up. That is in.
That was in.
That's a point for Durfee and an assist for Branco.
Count it.
Wow.
Hey, no one said they had to be pretty.
I know, point's a point, but I'll tell you, too, that's it. Kim wanted that. So he went back to get it, and Keys just lobbed it right over Colin Hunter's head. 6 to go.
Nice.
Blocked in front. Hilltoppers staying alive. James Rubello will serve. He was the first Hilltopper to serve in this set after Durfee was down 6-1, and he brought him back. To Souza, to Law. Kept in. Branco sends it over. Coming back Durfee's way, and that's out of bounds.
I feel like we're a little flat-footed today and not really.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Anticipating
it's almost like everybody was geared up for yesterday, and then today just threw them off.
Yeah, they had a great practice yesterday. A great practice. And one of those practices, Coach Kelly said as I was walking out, those kind of practices that'll just go on forever, that you could stay here all night,
Well, that's good.
It was a nice practice, so.
But I'm sure knowing that, he probably wishes it was a game, right? Probably wishes they were playing. Set point for Taunton. 24-15 the score here in set 2. Branco with the set to Joe. And is that in? It is in.
Keep tallying them up there.
Sure will. 5 to go. And kind of a little push here from Branco at the end of the second set. So this is helping him out tremendously. Keys will serve. Again, set point for Taunton. Hunter gets it over. Branco sends it in the air. Joe's got to send it over on the third touch. Kingman played it back. Now back to Durfee's side. Keys will get it to Joe. Again, third touch. Nobody getting a set in this rally either. That goes out of play. Durfee with the point, still alive. So the pressure on Keys to at least get it over, keep the set going. He does. A nice little knuckleball. No spin on it. Dropping it in. That was just beautiful from Lance Law. 25-17.
Great job there.
The score in set number 2. Taunton takes it, and they're in command 2-0. Done with 2 here at the Fieldhouse. Third set. Ready to get going. Evan Massoud and Kelly Bullier with you here on Fred TV for Durfee and Taunton boys volleyball. Hilltoppers wrapping up the regular season, down 2-0 to the #1 team in the state, undefeated 15-0 Taunton. But the biggest story, Cam Branco with a good finish to the second set. Only needs 5 assists for 1,000. So chasing the record books is Cam Branco for the Hilltoppers. Taunton starts off strong as Lance Law just continues to add to his total for kills. He's been outstanding in this match. Now for Taunton, they still got 2 more matches to play before the end of the week, but Durfee ending it. This is their 20th. They're 12-7. Taunton playing 18 this year, so Durfee playing the 20, and then tournament seedings come out next Tuesday, so right after Memorial Day. And would expect, again, nothing in stone, but would expect that the first game would be on the Thursday. There's one for Cam. 4 more. Would expect the game to be on Thursday after the seedings come out Tuesday afternoon. Having it be on a Wednesday, less than 24 hours notice, is pretty rare. It has happened in other sports, but I don't expect it.
No.
And I would say that Durfee has a very good chance at getting a home match for at least the first round.
That'd be awesome.
So here's hoping. It'd be great to have more volleyball right here in the Fieldhouse and not have to necessarily travel. I mean, we like going out on the road once in a while. It changes venue, you know, but, you know, nothing beats being, obviously, in front of your home fans after what has really been a great season for Durfee. Cam sending it back to Joe. Joe over on the third touch. Do apologize if I don't sound my usual self here, but I don't know. It's pollination season. I think it's either that or a combined maybe start to some little cold or something. But needless to say, the sinuses are.
The sniffles are.
Yeah, the sinuses are not happy today. And but, you know, wouldn't miss this for the world, especially, you know, again, given how good Durfee's year has been, but more so that the.
Oh, and there's another one.
That's an assist. Cam at 997. Again, that's unofficially, but I think we did confirm that he needed 5 more at the start of this set, and there's only 2 points for Durfee, and both have come thanks to a set from Cam here. So we'll say 997 with 3 to go before joining the 1,000 assist club. Again, Jeff Dodonna was the first in school history to do it. He graduated in 2011. And then Joe Heneen was the next. I think Joe was 2014, maybe, or 2015.
I'm so bad with that. Brendan would know.
Yeah,
Coach Kelly will know.
Well, let's see. Joe graduated with Mike Correa and that crew. So Mikey graduated in 15.
I feel like Coach Kelly's kind of a savant in that way, where he knows what year everyone graduated. I think he could tell you what the record was my senior year when I played volleyball here. He could probably give you what our record was, and you know, if
he loves the numbers.
He is unbelievable like that. I can't remember that stuff, and every year, and the kids. I see so many of them, I forget when they graduated and who they graduated with, and he knows all those fun facts.
Oh, yeah. Now, if memory serves right, Mike graduated in 15, so that was Joe's year. 6-3 the score.
Yeah, and I mean, for Cameron, that's a really big deal, I feel like. And in volleyball it is, because it doesn't happen very often. I haven't had in a girls' season yet anyone reach 1,000. And
how many years are we going with the volleyball program?
11.
Yeah. Oh, and look who just walked in too, Dr. Malone, our superintendent, at the right time here, ready to see history. Gotta love it. And I'm pretty confident we'll see it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we'll see it. Cam's going to get 3 more. He may end up with exactly 1,000. We'll see.
No, yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Got to get over that plateau, and I think there's a good chance of that happening here. The odds are in his favor. Here's a chance. Joe can't get it past. Just blocked there by D'Souza, and his teammate kind of skimmed. I thought maybe he'd have a chance to get by.
Yeah, I was hoping it would roll over that net there, but.
So 8-3, though, Taunton ahead. Cam with another chance, trying to set up Joe. That's out. Good swing, though. Joe, we said this earlier in the year. He's really made it a point to try to work the corners and the sidelines.
Yep,
and he's done a good job of it. Mm-hmm. Some of them go out. It happens. Right. It's when you're playing the line like that, it's going to happen. But he's really done a good job. At least he's not missing long.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's staying in. Still in play. Karam lofts it for Keys, who sends it over on the 3rd touch. Coming back, Cam will have a chance here. Joe setting up. Can't get it to drop in. Ooh, almost knocking Rebello back. 3rd touch, Kamara sending it back again. This is quite the rally we got going. Look out on this side.
Good,
blocked by Joe, kept in. Branco with the set. Gonna go to Joe and try to kill it, and he does!
There we go.
Harder and point for the Hilltoppers right there, and Branco's 2 away.
Good defense there by Durfee. Really getting kind of scrappy and picking up a lot of those passes. So close here, so close. Oh, yeah, I was waiting for that. I'm like, are they going to call a net? Are they going to call a carry on that? What's going on? Took a little while for the refs to say something there. I'm like, blow that whistle.
There you go. You're fitting in just fine, Kelly.
I'm like, I don't want to start yelling at them in a second.
You're fitting in just fine. Oh, man, that's great. That drops in. Nice job for the Tigers right there.
Where that height comes into play with the Taunton team.
(10-5) the score. Esquill on the serve. That might have been going long, but Kamara plays it. Looking to set up Nara. Still in play. Nicely done by the Tigers. Got to send it over, and they get a point out of it. Holy cow.
That was a great swing. Those are so tough. If you don't have a block up there, that poor back row they're going to take all that. And if you can touch that ball, just even to slow it down a little bit, it's a definite help. But there was nothing stopping that one, I don't think.
I don't think so. Esquill on the serve again. Great serve, and Keys can't do anything with that one. Too hot to handle. 12-5. And a timeout for Brendan Kelly. As they're down by 7 here in the 3rd set. But again, the story with Cam, he's at 998. Needs 2 more for 1,000. And again, really looking forward to the playoffs too. Glad to know that, for Durfee's side of it, they got through to the tournament very early.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Big Three. I mean, the record's good enough anyway.
Right.
But it was nice getting that, I think, out of the way early, because then they can just focus on winning and playing games, playing matches, and not, are we there, are we not? For baseball, I know they're kind of on the bubble, flirting around 500, and then they still have a Brockton game to play, which is going to be on May 30th, because it's been postponed 3 times. Seriously,
rain.
It's been insane. They were supposed to play this past Sunday. And we had rain Friday, Saturday, got moved again. So it's almost like it's not meant to happen.
I'm so glad I don't coach an outdoor sport.
I know.
And especially in the spring, it's so difficult.
Well, I got to tell you, the Herald News did a one-on-one recently with Brad Buston. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you saw that in the paper.
I haven't, no.
Cam with a possible assist. No, Nillen. It was a good swing there. Just played well. Joe diving down to keep it in play.
Oh.
What an effort from the back line there. Holy cow.
It's so crazy when you sit on the sidelines and you see certain things happen, and even as a coach or even just as a fan, you see that ball coming over and you're picturing it all happen in your mind. And,
I know.
And then you're on the court and no one's moving, and they see such a different angle, I guess.
That was a heck of a rally for both sides there. Both sides having players diving to keep it in play. I mean, that's just a heck of an effort.
Right.
But I started to say that the Herald did a one-on-one with Brad, our athletic director, Brad Busson. And then more recently, so that was a couple weeks ago, more recently, former Hilltopper, now Diamond softball coach Kathy Noversa.
Oh, yeah.
They just did it with her. So I was reading it, and they asked her about, if there's maybe one thing you'd like to see changed in high school sports, what would that be? And she said, move baseball and softball to the fall. And I thought that was just brilliant. I never would have thought of that. You think of the weather situations that we deal with. I mean, granted, yes, it rains in the fall. Sure. But there's more pluses to the fall than there are to having it in the spring.
Right.
Number one, if you have a bad winter, you don't have snow on the ground still in March waiting to try to get out to the field.
Exactly.
Number two, the kids have been playing softball and baseball all summer. They're coming in fresh.
True.
Right? And then number three, for the most part, it's warmer. The weather's better.
Right.
The pros are still playing ball. I never would have thought of that. And it's not even like that creative a thing. I guess, her as a coach dealing with things. I mean, we deal with it too.
Ooh.
Is that going to fall in?
That was in. That was in.
That's in. That's nine.
Nice. Couldn't see from this side. I was.
$9.99. One
We
more.
need one more.
One more,
Nice.
according to our account here. And Cam is serving, so we may have to wait a little bit. But, I thought that the whole softball thing was brilliant and baseball thing. This could be it here. Nera with the set. Nope. Oh. Still in play, though, and it goes out of play. Durfee will have the point.
Okay, out of bounds.
I thought it was brilliant. And you know what? Why not then, in turn, I know there's travel leagues, but we're talking high school sports. Right. And that, for the most part, takes precedent. Move soccer
I was
to
just
going to
say, would you move soccer?
I would. I think you need to because
that would be competing with soccer's big. You have
fall
soccer
has
and
so much going on to begin with.
Right.
So swap baseball, softball, and put soccer in the spring because you know what? We have turf, yes, but even if you don't, soccer can play in all conditions. There it is. That is number 1,000 for Cam Branco in assists. A milestone night here.
Great job.
For the Hilltoppers.
That's
and
awesome.
Cam Branco. Outstanding. Just the third in school history.
So proud of him. That's awesome.
And what's
so
more,
as
we said, right, what's more is he's only been playing varsity for two seasons.
Really, for 2 seasons,
really.
yeah.
That's outstanding.
For a full time. For the full 2 seasons of totally setting himself, and that's awesome. It's a great job.
So congratulations to Cam Branco. Well-deserved. Hard worker. And so he hits 1,000, joining Jeff Tadana and Joe Haneen as the only 3 Hilltoppers to ever do it.
So cool.
Just fantastic. We still got a match to play, though. So here we go.
Like,
a great moment, and I'm glad that we stopped. Just like with basketball,
too,
right? We stopped play for stuff like that. So because it's a big deal.
It is.
And that's in front. That's going to drop. The Hilltoppers need now getting that out of the way. Durfee needs. They got a lot of work to do here.
Yeah.
If they want to try to climb back in, the first thing is to chip away at this deficit here in set 3. And try to force a set 4.
Right.
That's dug out.
Nice.
Still in play and drops down. So there's 1,001. So now Cam can say he's literally over 1,000.
Exactly. So awesome.
So 16-10 now as Danny Keys will serve for the Hilltoppers.
I'm not sure what happened here.
Yeah, it's almost like I think something maybe got in the field of play from somewhere from one of the other. Oh no, there's the officials at the desk. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe checking rotation.
Possibly. Yep. The scorekeeper at the desk there has to follow along with the rotation, make sure the correct server is serving, and.
Oh, what a block in front. Poor Kamara. He has been blocked so many times in this match, and he's got some great hits, great swings on the ball, and he just can't seem to get through that front line at the net.
I know, it's so hard. When you have big blockers up there, you really have to work to hit around that block.
Yeah.
Or actually use the block to your advantage where you can kind of hit off their hands so maybe it flies out of bounds. But it's difficult to do sometimes, especially when you have that height that Brockton has. Taunton. See, I'm thinking back to our Brockton.
Well, yeah, I know we can get confused, too, because
with the black uniforms.
They're totally in black, too. That's borderline, and I don't think the official knows if it went in.
Doing a replay on that one.
Can we do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they'll do they put their hands up, kind of thumbs up, and that means that they'll replay the play and no one will get the point on that.
So did they? I think they replayed that then, right? Because
Yep.
they couldn't. There was kind of a stalemate, right? No decision could be made. Honestly, I unbiased, but I did think it was out. The way it landed, I could see part of the line.
Right.
Usually, you can tell if it's on the line or if it's out. But hey, you replay the point. Durfee got the point.
When it's so close, it's difficult. 'Cause if it touches that line, it's in. You know? So
the line is in.
Definitely touched. Ooh,
oh, what a tip there from Hunter.
Oh, that's Durfee's point. He was over the net. So you have to hit, in order for you to actually hit the ball as well, it has to be on your side of the net, basically.
So and that's too bad because that was just beautiful.
Reach over there.
It was beautiful. I think
that
that's
one
in.
was in.
Yeah, that was in.
No doubt about that one.
18-12. Taunton continuing to put up some points here. Just 7 points away from a sweep here of the Hilltoppers. But again, I think either way, if this stays this way, Durfee ends up 12-8, but 4-0 in the league. Not bad at all.
No, a great season. A great season.
Yep, they'd have nothing to complain about other than, again, some of the unforced errors, some of the communication issues from today that we haven't necessarily seen. We also haven't faced, Taunton every time out either.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there are some things that could be polished up before the playoffs.
Yeah. And we're going on a great season with a young team. We're only losing 5 seniors, and some of those seniors are brand new this year. Have only
exactly.
It's their first year playing. Losing Cameron obviously is we're taking a hit there, and losing Joseph, who are starters. But when you look at it, Danny Keys is a junior.
Yep.
You have Nillen, who's a junior. Your other
the
big
sophomores
hitter,
at the top too.
Nelson,
Thomas
right?
and John.
Sophomore. I mean, you have some great front row players that are going to be back, and then even back row players. So
I think I think you're right. I think the biggest thing, if we look ahead to next year, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but if you look ahead to next year, I think you're right. Probably, maybe a leadership standpoint. I mean, Joe's been varsity, all 4 years?
Yeah, his freshman year he played for me on JV, and he moved up very quickly. I think maybe even halfway through that season he was already starting to play some varsity minutes.
Because I feel like he's been playing forever.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
Seriously. So, he's been a leader. That's why he's a captain. Right. And then, losing someone like Cam, who is such a good setter, that there's going to be a learning curve there for whoever takes that role. So, if you're going to make a splash this year, this is the year to do it while you got these pieces, still on the team. And
we have, looking at the JV, team and players that we have, like right now here, Nate Kuchar, number 12 here, that's about to serve. He's a freshman. We don't have the. I'm not sure. I want to say he's maybe a sophomore. This is his first year playing, and he's already getting some minutes here on varsity, and he's doing very well serving. He's we have quite a few JV guys that are going to be picking this up and are showing some real skill. So it's looking good for the future.
Oh, tipped back. Going to do it again. Michael plays it to Branco. And Keys, another soft. Keys has not put a lot of, hard swings on the ball today. I'm kind of surprised. I say, maybe he's seen something we're not, but, swing away, especially at this point you're down. Swing away and make them play it.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes they get a little nervous that once a team starts blocking, and blocking well, then we get a little nervous to start swinging, but you just got to swing. You got to keep on going.
Look at that. They just had to totally redirect twice.
Right.
Just from that one hit from Joe from the back line. So play it out. I mean, you got nothing to lose. It's your last game before the tournament now.
Exactly.
Might as well swing away and put Taunton through its paces. Now a match point for the Tigers. 24-14 is the score here in set 3. And they'll look to Malik Charles to close it out. Great serve. Long serve, though. Durfee's still alive. And it looks like Wilson St. Pierre is going to get a little last-minute playing time here as a senior. Branco will serve. It just does get over. That's a great serve. Third touch coming back. Michael to Branco. To Keys, who swings away.
There we go.
That's a point.
That's the Danny I like to see.
Exactly. I know. Haven't seen too much of that.
We need more of that. It was a nice pass, though. He had a great set by Cam. Kept the ball in front of him, so he was able to get a good handle on that one.
Yep, and we don't want to shortchange, too. Thomas Michael played the kill very well as well, the spike attempt, and it's going to fall in, and that's how it will end. 25-16. Taunton will remain undefeated at 16-0 with
that's
2
awesome.
more to play. I mean, that's just, I told them beforehand, too, even though there were 3 matches to play. Congrats to Coach Chaperone for just really what's been a phenomenal season for Taunton as well. They're a tournament team, and who knows, we may see them sooner than later. Top seed, I think we'll probably be in the second half of the bracket, 12-8.
Yeah.
Definitely
likely.
not towards the bottom, but I don't think we're going to be above the halfway, the middle teams.
Right.
I think we might be just below. But hey, that remains to be seen. Tournament seedings, again, come out on Tuesday the 29th, so next Tuesday, right after Memorial Day. Get on our Fred TV Sports Facebook page. If you haven't liked and followed it yet, please do. We post all the tournament information. All these games get posted there. News articles, all kinds of stuff. So it's a really great page. We keep you updated on sports, and we'll most certainly have all the tournament information that you need to know right there. So get on Facebook, like and follow us there so you know what's going on for the state tournament.
Yes.
All right, Kelly, this has been fun.
Always.
And I hope we get a home game for the
pleasure.
playoffs so we can do this one more time.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, you might have to come on the road with us.
I can do that. I can definitely do that.
So, all right, big thanks to Mira Saba, one of our alums, for coming back and working camera today for us. Big help to us to get this one on the air for you guys. For Kelly Bullier, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Durfee.